And we are back on Sportsman Radio. I'm your host, Chris Shanafelt, and I am now joined by former NFL linebacker Andra Davis. Thanks for joining me on the show, Andre. How's it going?
Hey, everything's going great. Chris, how about yourself, sir?
I'm doing great, man. And pretty much I want to start off the interview by talking about your college days. I see you attended University of Florida. I guess, why did you decide to go there?
I went to University of Florida because it was close to home. I had opportunity. I knew I was going to stay within the state. It was going to either be between Florida State, and Miami, and a lot of kids from my high school attended Florida State University, and so I wanted to go a different route. So I went to Gainesville.
All right, and overall, how was your time at University of Florida?
I think my time there was great. We had a lot of great teams when I was there. We never won the national title, but we won the SEC one year, and it was very competitive between all the schools in the state of Florida when I was in school. Florida State was good, Miami was good, and we used to always knock each other out. The last game of the year.
It's hard to mention the Florida Gators without mentioning Tim Tebow. Andre, what are your thoughts on Tim Tebow, the quarterback he was in college and the quarterback he is now in the NFL?
Oh, man, Tim Tebow, he definitely will always go down as one of the best college quarterbacks to ever play the game. But not only, that, he definitely had a lot of help and a lot of support. You can tell that about the guys that's still playing in the league with him right now, Percy Harvin, Aaron Hernandez, the Lewis Murphys, those guys on offense, as well as the great defense that he had. So, he did a great job of, managing the game, as well as, lifting those guys up with some of those big plays that he made.
When you're
Boys now in the NFL, he's a proven winner. He was out there in Denver. I had a chance to play out there the year before he got there, and I was still close with a lot of those guys. And a lot of those guys, they believed in him. They believed in his skill and stuff. Everybody has some flaws, but with his leadership and his will to win, that made him overcome a bunch of his flaws.
Andre, you're a linebacker, so you play on defense. When you're getting ready to play a game, would you rather play a quarterback that runs around like Tim Tebow, or would you rather face a quarterback that has a great arm like a Peyton Manning?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Both types, they present their different challenges. I played against Michael Vick a few times when I was playing, and this guy with his speed, his athleticism was, it was definitely, a tougher challenge going against him because he could still throw the ball, but he was dangerous as a runner as well. But when you playing against the top tier quarterbacks and Peyton and Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, and those guys, they're not going to do much running, but they're smart enough and they're, good enough quarterbacks. They're going to pick you apart with their arm if you don't, bring the heat. So each one presented their own challenges.
All right, and I see you entered the 2002 NFL Draft, and the Cleveland Browns selected you in the 5th round. What was that whole draft experience like?
Man, my draft experience was very, very rough. I thought I was going to go much higher than I ended up going, and I fell to the 5th round, but it was all part of God's plan. But once I got drafted in the 5th round, it was like I was the first pick taken. So it definitely, provided me with the hunger that I played with. But I know a lot of guys say that, but it's definitely true in my case.
What was it like when you were in the Browns locker room and you were putting on that number 54 jersey with your last name on it for the first time?
Man, it was unbelievable. I never met an NFL guy up until I got to the University of Florida. So once I put my jersey on for the first time in the locker room, it was amazing. It definitely was amazing. It was a moment that I'll never forget.
Did you pick the number 54 or was it given to you?
It was given to me. I had 44 all throughout the OTAs and everything, and up until I made a team, they just gave me a number. I I wasn't a high round draft pick, so I didn't feel that I earned the opportunity to just go in there and say what number I wanted. So I had to go out there and make the team first. I had to go out there and show them what I can do, and I didn't care what number it was. They could have gave me 99. I would have been happy.
Yeah, and obviously you made the team. You finished your rookie year with 24 tackles and 1 interception. Was your rookie year like anything you expected after you were drafted?
It was. I mean, a lot of guys want to come out and play their rookie year, but I took my rookie year as a learning experience. It was a lot of stuff that I had to get used to. Being in the league, number one, and just trying to get them to the face of the game. So we had some good veterans my rookie year, and I tried to pick those guys' brain as much as possible. And, it prepared me for the rest of my career.
Can you tell us about that first career interception of yours?
It was against Pittsburgh, and I think it was the third game of the year or something like that. And, it was an overtime game, and I thought, that pick, by me getting the pick, it was going to set us up for the win, but as we was kicking the field goal got blocked. So if we'd have won the game, it would have been much more memorable, but since we ended up losing, it was just a pick.
And I see in 2003, which was, of course, your second year in the NFL, you became the Cleveland Browns starting middle linebacker. Were you surprised at all by that decision, or did you know entering the season that you would be the guy?
No, I definitely didn't know I was going to be the guy. I didn't know that because it was very, very competitive. We brought in some other veteran guys, a guy named Barry Gardner, who taught me a lot, and I was competing against him as well as some other guys on the squad. And I was just hungry for that position. Like, I really wanted to be the guy. We drafted 2 other linebackers my rookie year, and those 2 guys were penciled in as the starters, and I didn't want to be left out. I knew I can play on that level, and like I said, I learned from the veterans the year before, as well as BG, and I just took everything, all the knowledge that they taught me, and I believed in myself, and went out there and got the job.
Well, in that first season, we seen Andra Davis as a tackling machine. Your first season as a starter, you led the team with 171 tackles, and I believe in your second season, which was, this was in 2005, you led the team with 199 tackles. How the heck were you able to do that, man?
Man, it was just God-given ability, man. It was a bunch of tackles. I had the opportunity to, my second year that started, I had the opportunity to play behind, some guys, and they kept me free, they kept me clean a lot, and they believed in me, coaches believed in me, they designed the system around me to go make those plays, and, thank God I was able to make them. And in my fourth year, when I had the 199, we came in, it was a different scheme, it was a 3-4 scheme up under Romeo Cornell, and, he taught me a whole lot. And he told me a long time ago, as long as I listened to him and do what he was teaching, I was going to be able to make those plays. And like I said, thank God that I was.
After 6 seasons with the Browns, you decided to sign a 2-year contract with the Denver Broncos. Pretty much, why did you decide to take your talents to Denver, man? Were they the only team that offered you a contract?
Basically, they weren't, honestly. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that, I had a bunch of teams coming at me. But 2 years before I signed with Denver, I had a high ankle sprain, and my numbers went down dramatically. But the year before I signed with Denver, I had did, decent enough for Denver to take a look at me. In my heart, I kind of wanted to stay in Cleveland. I wanted to finish my career out, but when Mangini and his staff came, they never reached out. They didn't look out for me, or they didn't want to talk to me. So I was fortunate enough to go to Denver and play with some great guys out there, and Count Bailey, Brian Dawkins, and those guys. So it worked out for me.
All right, and I see you started 13 of 16 games and recorded 90 tackles, and after that one season with the Broncos, they decided to cut you, and 5 days after being released, you're signed with the Buffalo Bills, where they named you a team captain, and you even won the Ed Block Courage Award. As we know, the Ed Block Courage Award is an award voted by teammates for a teammate that is, like an aspiring role model. So I must ask you, what did that mean to you to be a team captain, and then get nominated and receive the Ed Block Award?
Being a team captain, I was a team captain for my 7 years in Cleveland, and one of my years in Buffalo. But being a team captain is always a high honor. You have the guys' respect. Guys believe in you. They know you're gonna give all you have for the team and for them, and they can always come to you and they believe in your leadership. They believe in the type of person you are. So being a team captain is always high honor. It's definitely nothing that I ever, took lightly or took for granted. That's a great honor for any person. And the Ed Block Courage Award, man, that's right up there to me as being a team captain. Not only was I doing stuff in the community, but it was a lot of guys doing a lot of good things in the community, which never really get heard of. But guys are always constantly out trying to give back, make it better for somebody else. So the year that I received that award, it was definitely gratifying, and it was exciting to achieve the honor.
You guys are listening to Sportsman Radio. I'm your host, Chris Shanafelt, talking with former NFL linebacker Andra Davis. Andre, during your 10 years in the NFL, the teams you were, the winning teams you were a part of were the Browns in the 2002 at 9-7, and I believe 10-6 in 2007. I'm sorry, 2002 you guys were 9-7, and 2007 10-6. I don't know, I just got confused right there. Can you tell us how hard it is to win in the NFL?
Oh man, it's really hard. People don't realize, everything that it takes that go into, winning. Like I said, I wasn't on a bunch of good teams statistically, but the guys that I were able to play with, man, I wouldn't trade my experiences. I definitely wish we could have won more in Cleveland. I wish we could have, finished off on a good note. My year in Denver, the year we started 6-0, but unfortunately we didn't. And the things that I learned throughout my losing, I take them and I apply to my life now.
Now, I don't bring that up just to bring back those, those losing years, but I say that because...
No, it's part of it. It's part of it. No, I don't, like I said, it's nothing that I'm ashamed of. I learned from it. I learned from the L's as well as the W's, so I'm definitely not ashamed of it.
All right, see, I say that because we have fans around the NFL, and I'm just going to say, like the New England Patriots fans that are upset with their team finishing 12-4, makes it to the AFC Championship game. I know the key is to get to the Super Bowl, and that's for every team. I don't know, man. Do you have anything to say about those fans that are upset about their team getting to the AFC Championship game?
They have a right, to be upset because they pay their money to either go to the game and watch it on TV, or they pay their money, they pay their cable bill to watch it on TV. But if they don't want to watch it, they don't have to show it to the game, or they don't have to, to watch it on the tube. But they have a right to be upset. Especially like the fans that we had in Cleveland, man, great fans showed up, regardless of the situation, regardless of how bad the weather was, they showed up faithfully. And there was nothing more that I ever wanted to do than to help bring, the city of Cleveland a championship the years that I played there. And not only, Cleveland, but Buffalo and Denver as well, but more so in Cleveland because that's the team that drafted me. That's the team that I spent most of my career playing for. And I know and I saw how, diehard those fans were. But it's very, very hard to win in this league. It's so much parity, in this league now. and anybody can win. That's the thing. Even in Cleveland, we were so close to winning some games, and something happened and we lose. And we won a couple games that people thought that we shouldn't win. So it's either way. But it's very hard. I don't think fans should get so down on guys, because guys are taking it serious. Guys are doing their best. But sometimes you just have bad days at work. Sometimes you don't win. It is what it is sometimes.
Right. And Andre, after 10 years in the NFL, how did you decide you were done playing football?
This game was so good to me. I felt that I would have cheated the game if I would have continued to go out there and not be able to produce the way I used to produce just to collect the check. I didn't want to be one of those guys just sitting on the sideline, collecting the check, knowing that, I wasn't giving the team what they were giving me. So I knew my skills were diminishing. I knew I couldn't compete with those 21, 22-year-old C.J. Spiller type running backs. So, like I said, I was happy with my career. I achieved more than anybody would have expected me to achieve. So, I feel it was a good time to walk away. I mean, I have a great life. I have a wife and 3 lovely daughters. So, I don't feel I'm missing anything. I feel that I gained more by leaving than I did by continuing to play.
Well, Andre, I'm a Chicago Bears fan, and as we know, we're unsure of Brian Urlacher's future.
My best friend was Chicago Bear.
Oh, who's that?
Alex Brown.
Oh.
8 years.
Yeah, man, I've met Alex a few times. He's a really cool dude.
Yes, sir, he is. And actually, I'm in school right now with Wally.
Oh, nice. Man, you're cool with a lot of former Chicago Bears, so maybe you should come out to Chicago. I mean, Brian Urlacher's future here in Chicago is pretty, it's up and down, man.
Lack is my guy as well. I met Lack through Alex, and me and Lack, we have a real good relationship. Me and him real cool. Chicago is Lack City. It don't matter, if he's getting older, if people think he's losing a step, he's done great things for the city of Chicago, and he should definitely go down as one of the greatest Bears to ever play.
Most definitely. I'm just saying, if he doesn't come back, that number 54 is wide open.
No. Even the worst case scenario, I was to come back and he didn't come back, I would never disrespect him by getting 54. I don't think no one should ever wear 54, in Chicago again.
I understand. Well, Andre, you just finished your first season being out of football. Are there any times where you wished you were still on the field? I know you mentioned, you're having a good time right now, retirement.
Not at all. You know what I did my first year out? I enjoyed myself playing fantasy football. I was into it every Sunday. I was into my fantasy football, man. I had a great time with my fantasy football.
Yeah, that's great.
I finished my season ranked number 1, but then I lost in the first round of the playoffs. How is that?
Hey, you know what? That's funny.
Adrian Peterson killed me in my first round in the playoff. He killed me.
Yeah, man, that's funny. My first time playing a few years ago, I was number 1, went to the playoffs, lost the first round.
Adrian Peterson killed me, and Aaron Rodgers killed me. So, but I finished number 1 in the league, 10-3 or 10-4 or something like that, and lose the first round of the playoffs. That's crazy.
Andre, of course we know concussions are a big thing in football, and if I were to ask you how many concussions you suffered in your football career, do you think you'd be able to give me a number?
The ones that were recorded, I would say 4, and that's including college and the NFL. But the ones that wasn't recorded, probably numerous ones, man. Like, it's been times where, you be on the field and you run into a guy and you see those stars and you have to shake it off and get a signal from the coach. So you get numerous times a game. But the ones that were documented and, probably had me come out for a play or, the rest of the game, it was like 4 concussions.
All right, and we talked a little bit about Brian Urlacher. What are your thoughts on the career of fellow linebacker and Ray Lewis, which his career just ended a few weeks ago with him winning a championship in New Orleans?
Man, he's had one of the best careers ever. Numbers, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Regardless of the cycles and stuff, those numbers, sometimes they're greater, sometimes they're lower. But you can't argue sacks, you can't argue interceptions, you can't argue touchdowns. And man, look what the guy's done, man. You can't question his leadership skills, his ability to get grown men to run through a wall. So he's definitely one of the best guys to ever play this game.
Andre, I just have a few quick and fun questions I ask every guest that comes on the show, and then I'll let you go. Does that sound good?
No, hey, that's cool.
All right, Andre Davis, what is your favorite TV show and movie?
My favorite TV show and movie, my favorite TV show has got to be right now, currently.
Yeah.
I like to watch like the Animal Planet. I like stuff like that. I love like tigers and lions and stuff like that. Fatal Attraction, shows like that.
All right.
My favorite movie. My favorite movie. Oh, that's a tough one. I like anything that Denzel play in.
All right. How about your favorite thing to eat?
Oh, my favorite thing to eat is my wife's corn casserole.
Favorite NFL team growing up?
Favorite NFL team growing up was definitely the Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys.
And why?
Everybody in my family, either like half of my family like the Cowboys, other half like the Redskins, half of my family like Florida State, the other half like Florida. So, those four teams, you had to be either one or the other.
All right, and growing up, what professional athlete did you look up to?
I really didn't look up to any professional athletes growing up because, I used to love to watch those guys play ball, but I never dreamed that, I'll become one.
All right, if you could meet any famous person, who would that be?
Living?
Oh, yeah, living or they could be deceased.
Well, deceased, it'd definitely be Jesus Christ. Living, the most famous person living would be Obama. Definitely Obama.
All right, and last but not least, what is something about Mr. Andre Davis that many people do not know?
Something about me that many people don't know. Should I answer that or should I let my wife answer that?
That you know I had my time.
I don't know. Something about me that people don't know is
How much did you use girls, stuff like that?
I sit there and I'm a softy when it comes to my daughters. So whatever they want to do, if they want to play dress up with me, I just let them do whatever they want to do. Yeah. Whatever they want to do. If we want to play patty cake or dress up, whatever they want to do, I sit in there and let them dress me up, but I don't leave the house so they can't take any pictures.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Andre, I really appreciate your time tonight, man. Before I let you go, is there anything you'd like to, tell myself and our listeners?
No, man. No, I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, I apologize. I know our timing was bad. But like I said, right now, after football, I'm back in school. Me and my wife, both of us are going to George Washington University School of Business. We are here trying to get our MBA, continue to show our daughters that, education is key, and continue just to, strive for bigger and better things.
Hey, sounds good. That's great. Good luck to everything to you, your wife, and your family in the future, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, Chris, man. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, let's do it again sometime in the future, man.
Anytime. You have my number.
All right, take care.
All right, you go.